Greetings, gentle viewers. You join us now as we make our biggest decision yet. Who to go on a date with?
How about the person we're dating?
That seems like a pretty easy decision.
Come on, guys. Sorry, Ryuji and Mishima. You're just gonna hunt for babes.
And get turned down.
And get turned down. This is not the time for that.
Well, if you insist.
Though this may not be the time for this anyway.
Thanks. I'll be waiting at the gym. It'll be pretty easy to be like, oh, you caught us. We're just here on a school faculty.
On a school faculty?
I don't know.
Well, anyway. Hearty heart.
All right, that was a great performance by the dance club.
It's just, this doesn't seem like the most appropriate time.
Yeah.
This is like a thieves in a really difficult moment. Well, time to reduce stress by going on a date or getting shot down by girls with Ryuji and Mishima.
I mean, one could say that would be a good time for something like this, to help you relax and calm down, maybe?
I think if Persona has one major problem, it is that there is not too many times when the serious plot pacing really...
Matches the Confidant events?
No, not that, though that's a different story. Like, there's not enough times where it's like something serious and the serious stuff goes. It's like it goes serious.
Goofy!
Now go do goofy stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, but this isn't what I want. This isn't necessarily appropriate right now.
Right?
Nah.
Everybody give them another round of applause.
Though it's late, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
Oh yeah, and we square.
I'm the Opinionator. We forgot again.
It's kind of like it's all blending together.
Effort is being ignored, and yet they continue to give it their all.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
That's today's youth for you, I guess.
It's all meaningless. If you don't succeed, it doesn't matter. You're right.
That includes you, because you're still young.
Hey, if you're old, your effort still matters too, for God's sake.
Anyway, about what Akechi-kun said earlier.
Oh yeah, he's totally onto us.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the Student Sharing Special.
That was horrible alliteration.
Round of applause, everyone.
How many people are gonna get up there and say they're members of the Phantom Thieves?
Want to go someplace where we can be alone?
Oh.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Enjoy the post-festival party. Just stop by the Students' Association room when you're done.
Huh, so it was hang out with your girlfriend, but also leave.
Yes. Maybe. What?
All right, who has something to say? Anyone?
Please don't pick me.
I'll just have to pick someone then.
Oh god.
How about the good sir over there?
I was wondering if they were just going to show his name and him not say anything.
I said, don't pick me!
Well then, come on up.
I'm dating my homeroom teacher.
I gotta play it cool.
Yeah.
It's fine. Pasu.
Now, you're not shy, are you?
Kind of.
He's either a carefree spirit who does as he pleases, or an airhead who's oblivious to the situation.
Depends on which options are available.
You're right!
I'm out of here!
Now that the audience is warmed up, let's move on to our next participant.
How about you, Mishima? My name is Mishima.
How did that even get started?
That was quick.
Yeah, I just ditched everything.
You don't want to
You
know.
know how Akechi-kun was talking about the true identity of the Phantom Thieves?
Yeah?
Well, let me know if you're in any trouble, okay?
We are actually in trouble, but I'm not gonna put you out.
I'll be there to help you.
You could give us a few more free days.
That
Fill
would...
up our guts.
We'd just be reading a Guts book
I know.
at this point. What? What a dick!
I mean, that could be seen as a joke, a friendly joke.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what
I'd say
it
that's
is.
reassuring, though.
I'm just gonna thank her.
It's the least I can do. No matter what's going on around you, I'll always be on your side. I know I always end up depending on you because you're so reliable. But depend on me sometimes, all right?
I do, don't worry.
I'm getting Trails of Cold Steel flashbacks.
No,
Green, stop bearing the weight of the world on your shoulders.
no, don't worry, Kawakami. I'll ask you to do more laundry and make more curry.
Oh my.
If I ask for a massage, does that mean that we get to do something this evening?
Now you know that we're just going to be storied into the next day.
Yeah, you're right. How about that lap? Looks pretty good.
No, we're at school, remember?
Oh, but lap pillow.
It's not exactly a substitute, but I can give you this.
A subpar accessory? Oh!
That might be really cool. Personally, I don't really like taiyaki, though. But that's just because I don't like
This
sweets.
is embarrassing.
It looks delicious. Because I'll tell you what,
That's a relief.
even though I don't like sweets,
Uh-huh.
if my girlfriend gives me sweets
You'll eat them.
and love them,
Yes.
and if I didn't, I should be killed.
All right,
Basically.
I'm going back to work. Oh, and about what you just asked me to do,
Yes.
I'm pretty okay with it. As long as we're not at school.
I mean, it's just a lap pillow, jeez.
I'll keep that in mind, but I don't know if I can free up any time for you. I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure we're on a time
Get home
crunch.
safely.
Well, that was fun, but the timing of it was still pretty weird.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So I wonder what's going to happen. Is Sojiro going to let it go, or is he going to say something right away?
I kind of hope he does, but he has been known to waffle.
I mean, he has waffled and been indirect with Wakaba, with Futaba. It's not like he wasn't trying or something.
If only his attitude reflected how far we got in the Confidant event with him. But no, his attitude does!
That is something that I kind of get very frustrated by, but that is what it is.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
You don't worry about that. Futaba, what are you doing here in front of the store?
I always sit out here. Don't you pay attention? I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand.
It's nice that you can calm yourself down by hanging out outside.
Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon.
I know.
But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go so we can both get yelled at by Sojiro. Or confronted.
I only hope this works out.
Oh, nope, we're cutting here.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately.
Because Sojiro may turn that card into the police, and if that happens...
I hope not.
I don't think he will, but I'm going to get furious.
Right?
No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety.
Now he's here to just put more pressure on her.
He's just trying to tempt and motivate Saya to do whatever she has to do.
They're saying whatever they want.
Because of Saya's distortion, this is just going to make her... It's going to push her to methods that are more underhanded.
You know, something just occurred to me.
Huh.
There hasn't been a single line from the SIU director that hasn't been voiced. Everyone else has had at least a few unvoiced lines. Except maybe Shido?
Shido is in the same boat.
Okay, Shido
It's
and the
because
SIU
that, as
director.
far as we know, the main villains of this game are Shido and the SIU director.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
Either of them could be the main villain. I don't know.
I'm suspecting him because we never know his name. Wait, can you read the name placard?
Well, it says what, like, I mean, Bucho is at the end. Something Boo Bucho.
Okay.
I can't really see it from here, and I suck at kanji. But I'll throw it up on screen.
How's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
My point was, it's a title. It's a title, not his name.
Okay.
You know, at first, when you mentioned the idea of the SIU director being the main villain, I kind of was like, I suppose it's possible, but I poo-pooed it.
Uh-huh.
But really, the more time that passes, the more I think you might be
far
right.
more screen time than Shido.
Well, I assume that's because there's going to be a lot of big stuff, kind of like Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising. Like, once he pops out, he then dominates the remainder of the game.
Well, I hope so, because so far he's just been a pud.
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What, Shido?
Yeah.
How's he been a pud?
Oh, just like in the beginning with the drunken stuff is all I'm really getting at.
Oh, okay, you're just complaining about him sucking.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case?
Yes, sir, but I'm busy having some psychological problems.
And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated.
And see, he's not being his sort of nice, polite self now.
Yeah, he's using her. This is a means to an end.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, you know something that we didn't get?
What?
Any reaction to that weird distortion that happened when Akechi left the room?
Yeah, neither Morgana or Jiro seemed to notice it.
Well, Jiro noticed it, but he didn't say anything.
Well, he never says anything about anything.
God dang it!
Silent protag.
Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion.
Yep.
We'd have to let you go in
He's
time.
threatening her. This only fuels the distortion that's already there, or finalizes it if it weren't there. And like if she were just a Mementos type level.
Now she's definitely gonna have a palace.
She's just so driven.
Though I suspect that distortion we saw was her palace forming.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young.
And so I'm going to give it to Akechi. What?
But he's not even an employee. No, this way she's gonna end up like, no, I swear I'll do whatever it takes, and then she's gonna go do something awful.
Yeah.
And all of this is what's going to lead into us giving her the card and moving on.
We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now, even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally.
Now he's dangling the carrot in front of her, and he's already been threatening the stick.
That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term.
Huh. That may be the most honest thing he's ever said.
Right?
I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what.
Also seems like we're getting pretty close to present.
Oh, we are. That was towards the end of November, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I am sort of surprised that he basically told her to be bold instead of...
Well, you gotta make sure to cultivate her cognition.
Yeah,
cognition?
I'm just surprised that he actually directly ordered it.
Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
Isn't that interesting?
I bet he's talking about if she gets a card. But she probably didn't tell him.
Yeah, the problem...
Or he wouldn't have let her talk to Jiro.
And okay, now what you're talking about is like from the interrogation timeline, which we haven't caught up to yet.
Right?
But...
What are you talking about?
No, the same thing. It wasn't clear. It could have been misconstrued. So I just wanted to explain what you said.
Yeah.
To you, sir?
That is the most important thing right there. That one more thing as you happen to be leaving.
Yeah.
If something funny happens, it doesn't have to be the card. If anything funny happens.
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I?
Something metaversy?
Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Oh, that
Jesus!
Look. So is Akechi part of the plan or not?
There's room for doubt either way.
50-50.
Rom!
Here it comes.
Oh, God.
Sojiro?
Yep.
I was cleaning up and found this.
And, I mean, I guess you could lie, except it is addressed to her. And if he reads it, he's going to know exactly. I mean, he already read it, of course. But I'm saying it just had occurred to me, they could be like, no, we got it at a store.
But well, maybe there are stores that specifically address them to you. You know, like dog tags.
Maybe.
This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
He sounds pretty calm.
Yeah, did you see his body language?
I know.
He's sitting there, he's sitting down at his own bar, which he's never done, with that arg look on his face, and then he thrusts the card like a weapon.
You went into my room without my permission?
That is not the point.
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
She could just tell the truth. The Phantom Thieves changed my heart.
Is it something to get flustered over?
You may have a point.
I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing.
I don't think he's concerned about the Phantom Thieves changing her heart. I think he's concerned about her being one.
I guess so.
Especially with this line.
Why aren't you saying anything?
And
I never say anything, sir.
And when he found the card before, when he said, I knew it, he was talking about Futaba, not Wakaba.
Why did you keep it?
It's a nice souvenir.
I mean, it was memorable.
That was the moment her life changed for the better.
Yeah.
Explain.
Explain.
Is it something that you can't explain?
Nothing you'd really believe.
No, this is really bad.
Explain.
Oh.
Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
But if Jiro jumps in, then...
Yeah.
It's too late. It's just too late. It's one thing to keep hiding it from you, but it's another thing now that this is happening to Futaba. It's not that Sojiro is doing something bad. This is reasonable.
Yeah.
But...
You will, huh? I'll get right to the point.
It was only a matter of time before you began to suspect me anyway, right?
Is this a real one? Was a change of heart triggered in
You saw what happened!
Yeah!
You saw how one day she got up on her own and left the room, that she became a changed person and started moving forward in every way and everything got better.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? Nothing, and you know it!
Dadly concerns, especially with Okumura.
I mean, he has to keep pressing, otherwise...
All we have to do is give him a satisfactory answer.
I'm not sure what he can be satisfied, though.
How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart.
I mean, you know that. You know that's what it was.
I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba.
She reached out.
Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
See? He was angry, sure, but they're giving him his answer.
He was angry, probably more so that he didn't know. Of course, this is pretty slick from Futaba if she just manages to avoid implicating Jiro or herself.
Yeah.
But that's still...
If Sojiro's smart enough, he'll be like, oh, you went over to check on her at my house, and now she had a change of heart.
Well, I mean, he already was suspicious in the final bonding event, too.
That's true.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Yeah, there you go.
Seriously?
Of course, that might be enough, because Sojiro has never really kept up with the thieves.
Yeah.
We didn't know how much he knew about any of the cognitive stuff because of his old job in Wakaba, but...
Right.
Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. Still.
So I guess his response is going to be like, well, I can't be too mad about it. Look how well it turned out. They gave you back.
Yeah.
They brought you back and they
he
saved
said
you.
He wondered about it himself as well.
Yeah. Well, he wondered about... Yeah, you're right. When'd you notice? Instantly?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. And even the doctors had thrown in the towel.
Nothing a doctor could do.
At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult.
That's fair.
But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind.
Like, even if he didn't care, the fact of the matter is he runs an establishment with a TV for customers to watch, and so it's going to be on, like, news and that sort of thing, so he's going to absorb this stuff eventually.
There's no way that you can fail to notice, or it's very difficult to fail to know about the biggest story of...
Right?
Of, like, several months.
Mm-hmm.
I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Well, I'm really glad that this whole thing has turned out... Has turned out so well. It was, there was something really important you were keeping from me, and then...
so she came out with it.
And then she just addressed it.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Of course, due to the way that Confidant events go, can't say I'm still your dad, because that happens in a Confidant event that we may not have gotten. Or we already had the thing where Sojiro started to think about Jiro. Are you one of the Phantom Thieves? No, you couldn't be.
I have to figure it out later.
And then this happens. It's just... It is kind of... I don't want to be too critical, but it is sort of frustrating how disconnected the Confidant events are from the story.
It's just like the free time in Dangan.
Yeah.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing.
Makes sense.
Could you elaborate more on Wakaba's research?
Oh, that would be really convenient if there's something else that you know. Here we go.
I used to be a government official.
I've really been curious, you know?
My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked in.
The liaison.
It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking.
Something Sebek? No, that's Persona 1.
That she might soon die in an odd way.
Oh!
Okay, so it had already happened and she knew it. Just like with Okumura, how there was that amount of time before Bang. So...
Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off.
That's not a really funny thing to say, Sojiro.
But it happened exactly as she said.
So that she was about Wakaba, I feel.
It could very well could have been.
Either way.
If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down.
I mean, both of them, very possibly.
There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you?
Yeah, and I've been hanging around her a whole lot.
I've been protecting her.
You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well.
And so why didn't you tell me?
Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school.
Even Sojiro put it together!
Like I was saying, anybody who actually really follows through after identifying him as being present in all of these places is going to be able to at least find him extremely suspicious, as the police already have.
The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, you noticed that too, huh?
And then there's Futaba,
who had a change of heart.
These scandals always seem to find their way around you. What do you have to say?
Please let us be honest. There we go. Good. Excellent. Excellent. I think sorry for keeping quiet.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not like we...
Like, it's understandable why we kept quiet.
There's
for
no
many
reason.
Reasons, but...
There's no reason to not have hidden all of this from you. But it is also exceedingly disrespectful. I mean, we had to do it.
Yeah.
But sorry. It is true, after all.
These people are called criminals by the general public.
Doesn't make it true.
Look at Futaba! Is that criminal?
Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
To save her! And she was saved!
That's not true!
Exactly.
I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Huh?
Asked? Stole?
Maybe using that phrasing.
Yeah, maybe that particular phrasing is bad right now, but... Though I suppose if she said, he stole my treasure, that might have been worse.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart?
Kind of puts him in a better light, isn't it?
So, he's not connected with the Phantom Thieves, but is one himself? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I'm the leader, buddy.
I am a Phantom Thief.
Are you serious?
You've seen what I've done. You've seen what happened with Futaba. Who are you going to believe?
Right?
Me? Your daughter? Or the media?
You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud.
Are you going to believe Wakaba? Or are you going to believe the media?
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months?
I really appreciated it.
On top of that, Futaba's involved too.
And we've become close enough that you've become my surrogate father?
Yeah.
And do you think that's fake? It's not!
What the hell?
Your life is really weird, sir.
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
There we go.
Is she gonna say it too? Because I am a Phantom Thief too?
Wait, killed?
You know Wakaba knew she was about to die.
He didn't know. Maybe he didn't know that it was done on purpose by someone else.
Yeah, no, he clearly didn't. But it just makes you wonder. No, even if something like that had crossed his mind, there's no way he wouldn't react to that with great surprise. I'm sure it had crossed his mind, but being told that with so much certainty by her daughter?
Mm-hmm.
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else?
It's the truth! You have to accept the truth! You can see it all!
Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone?
He should.
Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd.
Maybe he didn't want to admit it to himself because he felt like he would have failed.
Maybe
in that regard.
Something like that.
Yeah.
No, I pretty much agree. It's really consistent. That interpretation is really consistent with the way that Sojiro has always put things off, not addressed things.
Like he needs to get punched in the face with the truth.
Yeah.
It was awfully fishy.
Wasn't it?
But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all.
And that's where his source of guilt comes from.
And the outcome of that was me spending my retirement here.
Did you want to keep doing what you were doing?
Also, the reason I took custody of you was me trying to selfishly atone for what happened to Wakaba.
Well, thank goodness you did. That was the right call.
It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
Completely incorrect. That is not true in any way.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And in the end, I'm the one being consoled. I'm hopeless. And a laughingstock, aren't I?
No. You're a human being, just like everyone else.
That's not true. That's the only answer we can give. I don't know, saying I'm sorry seems like we're kind of accepting what he's saying.
Yeah. I'm not sure I'd take it that way, but I don't even want to, I don't think I would take it that way.
Right.
But I don't even want to put that...
No chance of that. Let's just,
Yeah, that isn't true at all.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
Besides, look at how much you've done for us!
Yeah!
It's a lot!
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out.
Yes, Coffee Dad is best dad!
Thanks, boss. Thanks, Dad. Really, it doesn't take a genius after this sort of conversation to be like, you know, I think I trust my daughter.
I mean, who would believe such a story?
When that prosecutor comes by, run her off, run her off, run her off, run her off!
Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves.
Foreshadowing! Also, Joker's gloves are red.
And, oh, good point.
Yeah.
Good call, good call.
And when he does, like, the little swipey thing, there's a red trail after it.
Yeah. Also, this gives Sojiro plausible deniability.
Yeah.
He can say, of course I thought it was weird that Futaba suddenly changed, but I'm her dad.
I was happy for it.
I was happy and I didn't even care why.
Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
Oh, sir, I hate that foreshadowing. You're telling us that we're about to get smacked into the dirt.
Oh, no.
But what do you mean?
Don't you get it?
No. He means picking a fight with someone big enough to take Wakaba's research and use that to kill her. That's what he means.
You're absolutely right.
If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba...
We did. We don't know that yet, though. But we did.
And they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right?
Do you want to come to the metaverse with us and awaken your persona?
That would rule!
We're done talking about this. Let's eat. I'm so hungry because I raised my voice so much.
Is that how it works?
Burned a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's true.
At least we avoided the worst case scenario of being reported arbitrarily.
By the way, Sojiro, boss, the cat is also one of the Phantom Thieves. Just thought you should know.
Now you're just pulling my leg.
Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm tired.
I bet you are. She's so tiny, she probably doesn't have much energy.
No, that must have been emotionally huge.
What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding.
Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely wouldn't be receiving these messages if Jiro was not okay. I had a feeling that Boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think in that case we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes. She was killed by mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second, though. Didn't you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who would do that? No, who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? We hadn't even considered that at all.
I guess not. No.
I mean, when he said that, the way we took it was like
get away from all the trauma.
He didn't want to deal with the personal, emotional stuff, so he just pulled himself out. But he left that career path and started something completely different. There might have been a degree of him being run out as well.
Yeah.
Even if he did it entirely himself.
A government official is the obvious choice.
The evidence supports all of it.
Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit?
But it would make sense.
Wait a sec. If you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too?
It's very possible!
That's not impossible.
That's kind of what I said, yeah. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what!
Phantom Thieves, resolve, find enemy, defeat them, do things! Rah!
2 weeks of confidants.
Wah! I guess the chief had an inkling after all, but fortunately my own identity is still secure.
So Damon, you know what we need to do now, right? Call Kawakami in for a massage with Futaba right there.
Yeah, it is kind of disappointing that the one time you get to go to sleep with Futaba or somebody else with somebody else right here, there's nothing really special going on, but that's okay.
Can you leave?
It's a nice touch that she's here. No, of course you can't leave. Though I do like that at the top right. Decide on Akechi joining. It's not like we can say no.
Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward.
Yeah, why don't you just,
crash on the or she
leave?
can take the bed, we can sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
Oh, come on!
I think she needs to go home.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that makes it look better.
Yeah.
I mean, this doesn't matter either way. He wouldn't be upset if she slept on the sofa, but looks like Futaba doesn't really want to.
I'm gonna go home. Night.
I mean, by her leaving, it just shows that that the situation is resolved.
Yeah.
That she trusts Sojiro and isn't afraid anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jiro.
Could Akechi be the same as Morgana? Could this just be the real Akechi? And that Akechi is like a Morgana Akechi? The only reason I say that is because...
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party.
Is because there's all this unexplained stuff about Morgana who we're expecting as some sort of cognitive being.
Uh-huh.
And
there's no way he's a cognitive being because there's a lot of other stuff he would need to have to exist in society.
No. I meant the man in black in the metaverse.
Oh.
Is that the same as Morgana?
Oh, well, yeah, we did theorize that.
And so it just makes me wonder about that. Because otherwise, that's Akechi!
Yeah!
It's one or the other! Or a whole bunch of stuff we don't know, which is more likely than everything, I guess.
Yeah.
We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives.
Of course they have.
And have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Man, isn't it kind of pathetic, though? First they were just a curiosity, of course.
Uh-huh.
Then they became, like, big heroes. And then immediately everything was wrong, and now they're the most wanted fugitives.
Well, they're able to successfully pull off a murder with no evidence whatsoever, according to the public.
And that is a reasonable conclusion to draw, so...
Look.
I assume that line was to make us suspect Sojiro to be the sellout!
No, if that was...
we would.
That wouldn't happen.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
Pretty hefty.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Are you sweating?
You gonna report us?
I hope you understand the situation you're in.
I do, but I can still make a joke with somebody that I trust.
Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves.
They can't find anything. I mean, as much as we make fun of Ryuji and his megaphone, he's not gonna do anything else, not now.
Yeah, besides, I ran out of batteries for it.
And it'll happen every day, even at school.
I like that he's trying to firmly be like, watch your butt.
Yeah. It's kind of been like this the whole time.
Why did this happen?
I didn't know it would.
Yeah, I think that is the best answer. We never, in our wildest dreams, except in Ryuji's fantasies, expected that the Phantom Thieves would become the sort of institution that they have.
I like how Sojiro is not asking us if we actually did kill Okumura.
He doesn't think for a second that that's the case.
And I like that. I was just pointing that out.
Yeah, No, I agree, you bastard! You want to fight about this?
No, I agree. Let's go, bro.
I see. Well, how do I put this?
Unless he's about to ask it now and prove me wrong.
I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened.
You know, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective.
All I can do now is give you shelter.
I really like Coffee Dad.
I promise you, we aren't doing anything wrong.
Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Yes, sir.
Or maybe we should call him Foreshadow Dad.
Foreshadow Dad, huh? Believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I would never do anything to hurt someone else.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
It's true that we have put him in a really awkward position. As a parent.
Yeah, we also did right by him as a parent.
That's true.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them.
Now I need to grow a mustache to twirl it evilly.
With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy number 1.
Yeah, for $300,000.
Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
One of these days, buddy! What if he's not talking on the phone to Shido? Wouldn't that be weird?
Who could he be talking to otherwise? Yo, you see the news?
I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. Maybe, like, not really all that bad, considering I, used to take inspiration from villainesses. But it's still weird.
I'm not sure we're going to get away this time.
Our backs are truly against the wall now.
Discussing in here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person.
I sure hope that person who's been sitting behind Jiro this whole time hasn't come up with a way to read his text messages.
Telescope.
For 30 million yen, I'll do anything! Holding the telescope up to his eyes in the middle of class. But the thing is, as he starts to pull it out, Ushimaru would just chalk him.
Yeah.
Now.
And so next thief trope up is being wanted.
Yeah.
And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book?
Okay. If they did in fact set this up as a trap, I wonder if the money's going to go to someone, like that they have someone sell them out on purpose in order to get caught on purpose, and then the money goes to like one of their supporters, like maybe Mishima or something. Like that way they spring the trap.
Oh, you're talking about the thieves.
Oh,
For a second,
yeah,
I thought
sorry
you were
about
talking
that.
about the SIU director.
I was being unclear. My apologies. Like they use that to also get some money to someone who needs it, or like who could use it.
That would be interesting, and that's not a bad call necessarily.
I'm a bang on about that caught on purpose thing until I'm proven wrong.
Or right.
Or right.
It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up.
Yep.
How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Was the reason just because the metaverse cabal thought that one day we might pose a threat? And so it was worth all these...
It has to be something like that.
Machinations.
Otherwise, they went through all of this because they are just that cartoonishly evil.
Well, I suppose it also could be like a way to conveniently cover their own crimes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
By finding a convenient scapegoat.
Yeah. The enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
Huh?
No!
Why would you think that?
Because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too?
Yeah!
Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to...
That's
lure us.
what On's saying. On was saying, is everyone we've stopped been set up by the Cabal? That's what her concern
but
was.
I mean, the answer had to be no.
Right, well, at first I wasn't understanding what she was saying.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort.
It's the absolute opposite of cheap.
There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us.
Yep.
So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That way, they're not liable for it, and no one would ever suspect anybody because, oh, it happened again. It's those dastardly Phantom Thieves.
Which means, but if they're going to blame future psychotic breakdowns on the group, then what's the merit in actually catching up?
Well, I would say to that they're not actually going to be blaming the future incidents because they do want to actually catch them.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Angry, skeptical Yusuke. It's interesting how much of a different personality, I was about to say persona, he's been displaying recently. I really like it, though. It's like, now that there's something serious going on, he's thinking seriously instead of the sort of airheaded way he's done it before.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end.
No, now's not the time to break apart, guys, or break down.
Yeah, everybody agreed to all of this stuff, and we had a great reason to go after Okumura outside of the ranking.
Right.
That, like, the situation with Haru and Morgana fit the MO of the thieves more than anybody else.
And there was that thing with Haru at the
as
time.
much as everyone
How are we
else.
supposed to ignore that, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal.
He was.
But he was a criminal.
All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
No! You were getting completely screwed, and let us not forget.
Almost literally.
Let us not forget that Okumura had continuously contracted assassination and ruined so many people's lives. As much as I like the guy personally in terms of what he should have been before the distortion.
Right.
Okumura was quite clearly the worst person so far.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck!
Yeah, I get it.
Ryuji!
No, if he doesn't do that,
he won't get it out.
He won't be able to blow it off.
Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone.
No, it helps him blow off steam, and you've got to do that. He's not
better take it out on things than people.
Yeah, he's not taking it out on anybody else.
Yeah.
He's just getting mad.
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose?
We didn't lose, but this happened.
There's no way we could have prevented or understood this or anything.
We were being too optimistic, too careless, not quite fully aware of all the ramifications of everything we were doing. But when it came to the Okumura incident, there was no way we could have not done it.
What did we do wrong?
Nothing.
That isn't true.
Correct. They baited us. That's the only true thing. I mean, we took the bait.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that we've made some mistakes.
I mean, technically, if Morgana hadn't decided to quit the group and go after Okumura on his own, but we ended up helping Haru and all of that.
Yeah,
that's not really.
Haru would have been completely screwed.
I know. I'm just saying.
And for that matter, no. Anyway, they baited us.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
No, I get what he's saying when it came to like the incident that made Morgana leave. That's what caused this friction in the group. But that's different from ultimately deciding to go after Okumura, which was the norm.
Correct.
That was the normal MO for the Phantom Thieves.
This is just Morgana feeling guilty.
Yeah, everybody's sort of blaming themselves a bit.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Okay.
That was the mistake.
Yeah, that really is it.
Got too caught up in the fad. I mean, I was suspicious, but even you and I were cheering for like the ranking, or the numbers going up, the approval numbers.
How dastardly!
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a Phantom Thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
It's not a one-to-one thing.
Yeah.
That's being too hard on yourself, but... I mean, I sort of get the spirit of where she's coming from.
Yeah. To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous Phantom Thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself.
Like I've always said, we just need to help the people that we can.
Yeah, guys, mistakes are fine as long as you learn from them. And I feel like every single one of them has learned something from this.
Yeah, undoubtedly. They have made mistakes, but they've never done anything wrong.
That's different. That's not the same thing.
You can't change the past.
Yeah.
But you can do the right thing moving forward. It's never too late to do the right thing. And they have always been doing the right thing. They've just been coming at it occasionally from the wrong angle.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're beating themselves up more, but what this really more is stealing their resolve.
Yes.
About why they're doing this in the first place, as opposed to accusing themselves of having the wrong motivations.
Like they're admitting what happened so that they can overcome it.
Yeah, like maybe we were getting pretty happy with all the popularity.
Makoto.
Damn it.
Ryuji's...
I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too.
Ryuji was the biggest proponent for their fame. Can't imagine what he's feeling.
That's why he's the angriest.
Yeah.
But still, it's so damn frustrating.
To have ideals smacked in the face by reality. No, not even ideals, but...
Of course I want to do something about this.
That youthful optimism, I suppose.
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
I think it's a safe bet to assume organization, everyone.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Yeah, they have to be extremely influential and extremely wealthy.
Are we really a match for this?
If they can find them, then they can go to change their heart. But other than that,
yeah.
So they have to find someone.
Should we end this now?
Oh God, no!
I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Things will definitely get worse for everyone if you give up.
I mean, we have to find Wakaba's killer.
Yeah. And even if we did stop right now, that's not going to stop them from coming after us.
Yeah.
They're determined to get us.
It's better to, if it came down to it and the only choice was quit and they come after us, or keep going and they come after us, I'd much rather go down fighting.
Yeah.
Hey, what should we do?
Talk to Akechi and basically ignore what he wants us to do. That, by God, that!
Yes.
It's time for the thieves to go on the offensive the only way we can. We have to do this. If we can take them down, then how many people will that help?
If we can take them down, then the world doesn't need us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to put it.
Right
running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want.
And that's not the kind of running I'm interested in.
It's the same as dumping our aesthetics again, because we only care about our hides.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like
Yes.
this.
Yeah!
Absolutely not like this.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping everyone would have something to add.
Yeah, me too.
Yo.
Hey, it's me!
Wow, an actual phone call?
About me yelling earlier.
Don't worry, man. I understand. You were extremely upset, and you were blaming yourself a lot. You're just blowing off steam. It's good. You have nothing to apologize for, and I don't think any less of you for it.
Being framed and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit.
Yep.
I lost it. I'm sorry.
You didn't take it out on anybody, you know.
Your couch will never be the same.
I know how you feel. It's fine.
You too?
Yeah.
It's really hard to tell. You're so calm all the time. It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head.
It's okay, man. I forgive you for it.
I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets.
Yeah.
I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
You want to know what proves that you're not the shittiest of shitbags? That even though you didn't do anything wrong and just had motivations you currently don't feel comfortable with, that because of that you're blaming yourself that much. It's like if you don't have a conscience, then you won't feel bad about anything.
Yeah. Maybe are you going to give up? Kind of challenge him a little? Because saying you can still change, like, implies that he hasn't already.
No, that's dumping on him too much.
Yeah. But things will turn around seems kind of...
You know, I don't necessarily agree with what you said. I kind of favor this. But I will go with that.
Okay.
Are you going to give up? Don't give up, man. Because if you give up, everything's been for nothing.
You're right. I can stop by changing who I am now. Thanks, Jiro. I feel like I can think straight now. I'm gonna play some video games. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon.
It's interesting that he really feels so obligated to apologize to everyone, even though he was just blowing off steam.
Yeah, but he cares about other people around him.
Yes!
Whether it is feeding them or what.
That's exactly where I was going. It's because he cares about them so much.
And now we're going to get called by everyone. I was joking! I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school.
Well, it is the safest place.
Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that?
Though I hate to admit it, at present, he very well might just be our savior. Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. What else can we do?
Akechi walks up to, like, the group, and then, like, Sojiro's like, so you're a Phantom Thief too, huh? Oh, good thing we already were outed.
Yeah, we're gonna overcome this together.
Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. I feel like we're cutting it shorter than I really want it to.
But you know there's going to be a huge scene next time, so unless you guys want 2-hour-long episodes.
I don't think we could do 3 of those a week, so this is just the most convenient place we have to stop. But next time, things will keep heating up. I love it! We're finally at the climax where things are happening!